If you're a woman rebuilding after divorce here in the Omaha area, here is something no one ever tells you. The calmest women don't lose opportunities. They make decisions that are wise. And scripture, it explains exactly why rushing leads to regret. If you're here because you're navigating life after divorce, separation, or major life event, I want you to hear this clearly. This channel is not about pressure, timelines, or being pushed into decisions before you're ready. This space is about clarity, wisdom, and rebuilding with stability, emotionally, practically, and spiritually. In this Joy Restored series, we have covered emotional readiness, hidden cost, decision fatigue, and timing. Today, we're going deeper into something that impacts every housing decision you make. That is peace. Because biblically speaking, peace is not weakness, it's protection. Biblical rebuilding is not rushed. Many women carry quiet thoughts like, I don't want to make another wrong decision. I feel like I'm behind everyone else. What if I miss my chance? But beautiful blessing, scripture teaches something very different. In the book of Ecclesiastes, it tells us that there is a season for everything. In the book of Isaiah, it tells us that those who believe should not act hastily. And the book of Proverbs reminds us that haste leads to poor outcomes. Beautiful blessing, that means when you feel the need to slow down, reflect, seek counsel, gain clarity, that is not failure. That is discernment. Biblical rebuilding has never been rushed. God's work in restoration is deliberate, never chaotic. Peace does not stop progress. Peace protects your progress. I often use Carissa as an example. She is navigating life independently after divorce. She's working to make wise decisions, but emotionally, she's still stabilizing. She scrolls listings late at night, not because she's ready, but because uncertainty feels heavy. One home starts to represent emotional safety. She hasn't clarified her finances yet. She hasn't identified what environments actually support her nervous system. She hasn't slowed down long enough to determine long-term needs. Scripture teaches that wisdom requires understanding before action. Decisions made often to soothe comfort leads to regret. Beautiful blessing, waiting for clarity is not weakness. It is wisdom. If we haven't met, I'm Lynetta Anderson. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Omaha area with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate. This channel exists to help women rebuilding life after divorce here in the Omaha area. I provide faith-aligned encouragement, informed housing guidance so you can move forward with clarity, confidence, and peace. No pressure. If you like support between videos, I've created a free guide for women rebuilding life after divorce that walks you through emotional readiness, clarity checkpoints, and wise timing. I'll leave that in the description below. Let's continue. Peace improves practical decisions. When peace returns, something changes. You ask better questions. You recognize red flags sooner. You read contracts more carefully. You're less influenced by pressure. Proverbs teaches wisdom protects and discernment guards. That applies to spiritual and practical lifestyle. A calm buyer negotiates better. A grounded woman chooses neighborhoods more thoughtfully. Beautiful blessing, a peaceful heart is harder to manipulate. You are not behind. You are being built. Many women believe they are behind in life. Behind financially, behind emotionally. simply behind where they thought they'd be. But scripture teaches that rebuilding seasons are never wasted seasons. God rebuilt Naomi after loss. He restored Peter after failure. He strengthened David through waiting. And he prepared Esther quietly before positioning her publicly. Rebuilding is not delay, it is preparation. And homes chosen from wisdom tend to become places of peace rather than regret. If you're walking through this season and you want support that honors both your emotional healing and practical decisions, I invite you to stay connected to this series. You can download a free guide below, and when you're ready, you are welcome to schedule a clarity call with me. There's no pressure here, only guidance when you're ready. If this episode resonated with you, I recommend you watch this next. When Waiting Feels Safer, but Costs More After Divorce in Omaha. It connects directly with today's message and will help you discern timing and clarity.